Hello, my beauty buddies. So I was not tagged by anyone to do this Perfect Palette 1 tag, but I am doing the Perfect Palette 2 tag with my friend Jen at Jen Loves Reviews as a collab. So I thought I should film this one too, right? Might as well do them both. So the first question in this tag is, what is the best packaging? All right, so I'm gonna go for best packaging, not so much for usefulness, but for how it looks. And for me, I've got the Alice in Wonderland, no wait, what is it? Through the Looking Glass, Alice, the Urban Decay one that just came out. And that's beautiful and all that, and it's super creative, and I really like that. But for me, I really like these two. This is the Gwen Stefani, the blush palette. I don't have the eyeshadow one. I think I'm finally gonna break down and get it. And then I really like this Tarte palette. And the reason I like these is they're metal. They feel good quality and they're heavy and they really stay shut. But then when you open them up, they're just lovely. And this has 6 shadows and a blush. And I do really like this palette. I've got a couple Tarte palettes that I don't feel like I get enough. I mean, the blush is always great, but some of the eyeshadows, but this particular one I really like, and this is the Poppy Picnic palette. So I like this a lot. And then this, oh, I love this palette. This has the most beautiful blushes, and look at that, isn't that gorgeous? And some highlight there. I mean, they're gorgeous. And I just love the way this is packaged, and it feels so quality and nice. So really, really good. It feels like almost like my Tom Ford quad eyeshadows or something. It's awesome. All right. Second question is best color payoff. Okay, for me, that is definitely this Viseart palette. And I know their packaging's plain and all that, but these, I got the Matte Neutrals one. It was my first Viseart palette. I was hooked. If you ever just want something easy to put on that just, goes on like a dream, it stays on all day, even without primer, it lasts really incredibly well. And just look at these colors. I mean, these are amazing. And they go on like this. They don't just look like this, in here. So I'll just randomly, I'll grab the blue, I'll grab a pink, and I'm just gonna swatch these. I mean, look, they're just amazing. And they're all like that. It's not like it's just, a couple here. I'm just like randomly I mean, look at that, right? I mean, awesome. So best color payoff for sure is the Viseart palette for me. And all of them are really wonderfully pigmented. I just grabbed the real colorful one because we're talking color payoff and these are colorful. So love all of those. All right, the next question is the most versatile. Okay, now that is right before best for traveling. And this kind of, for me, kind of ends up going together because I kind of have a lot like this. I like travel palettes, things that I can take that have a lot of things in them. So this one I love. This is by The Balm, and it's in the palm of your hand. And on this side, you have lip and cheek tints right here. So, that's always handy. And what's really nice is that, you've got this here so you don't get the dust from these into there. And then when you look up here, you've got 3 blushes that are very different, and then you've got Bahama Mama, you've got a bronzer, right? Then you have these eyeshadows, and you've got your highlighter here. This is your Mirror Luminizer. And what I like is that you can use your bronzer as a transition color too. So the whole thing works together super well. So seriously, throw some foundation, eyeliner, and a mascara and grab this, and you're good to go. I mean, you really are. You could just take this. But I have a couple others I want to share while we're in here because they're great for travel and they're so versatile. Actually, let me get to my oldest one that I love so much. This is by Laura Mercier, and one thing I love is that it came with 3 brushes, 3 really good brushes. These brushes have the same ends on them as the full-size ones that you would buy, when you're just buying individual brushes. So they're fantastic. You get 3 tight liners, and that's when you go under your eye, like with this brush, this kind of more, whoops, rectangular brush. Come out, buddy. Okay. And you wet it and then put it in there and then poke up. But you can also, draw, the wing or whatever you want with it. And then you have 2 blushes that are very nice and 6 shadows. So I love this one. Again, I can do so much with this. And then their latest version of it is this one right here. And unfortunately, though, I don't know how I did this. I took it on a trip, and it was protected, so I don't know, but it cracked. I guess that's the risk we always take. But you've got all these eyeshadows, right? So you've got 12 eyeshadows, and then when you open this up, you have 3 blushes, and then you have another, set here of the tight liners, plus 2 brushes. Now, the brushes in here, whoops, And there's an eyeliner, but I don't really care about the eyeliner. You know, it's got, you know, this one, which is serviceable. It's not great. I'd still bring my own. What I liked about that other set is those brushes are perfect. I can just use them. And then you've got your tight liner. Now this one is wonderful. This is awesome. This I just use. So that's a great one for travel. But then there's also, check these out. I don't know if you're aware, sorry, I'm dragging all this over here. I had so much stuff to bring. For jouet, I don't know if you know, but jouet, you can buy all the little parts and pieces and they clip together. So like this here, I've got a, you know, a bronzer and a powder. Let's see, this one here, okay, it's just a bronzer. I got a different flavor of bronzer. This one must be my, let's see, this is a blusher I think I threw in here. Oh, no, this is a powder. Shoot, well, they have a blush. It looks like this too. And then I grabbed, I don't even know, here we go. Oh, so here's a creamy cheek tint. And let's see, do I have eyeshadow here maybe? Yes, this is an eyeshadow. So, and their colors are just lovely and they go on really well and really nice quality, fantastic company. I love Jouer. And then like, here's a little duo. So what's cool is that they kind of can just all clip together. So this is how you put the Jouer palette together. You just would take these little ends like this and then they clip together. You just like pop those together. They snap together. So like that's one piece now. And then like you could slide on, let me take these guys apart. Then you could slide on little extra guys like this. Boop. And then you can take this piece and put it there. And then, you know, you can build this up and add on. And then like here, you could add your lipstick in or your lip gloss or your lip cream or whatever. So those pop on like that. So see how cool that is? You can build this out as large as you want it, you know, double-sided, whatever you want. Awesome. And what I did when I took it along is I had blush and then I had the powder bronzer combo and then I had the cheek tint and the eyeshadow. So you can, you know, build this out to be about this big with all the different stuff. And I've got some more in my vanity, but I just wanted to grab it and show you because this is great. Great stuff for travel. The next question is, what has the best color names? Okay, for me, it's the Balm. Okay, because I just think these are hysterical. This is their Rockstar palette, the Balm Jovi, you know, Bon Jovi. And then it says like rock and roll. And then it has like Metallica or Blink 1982 or The Stroke or REM or Led Zeppelin, but L-E-A-D, or Iron Maiden. I mean, they're just hysterical. Alice Copper, Third Eye Blinded. I mean, they're just so funny. Millie and Vanilli. I mean, they're just hysterical. So I love their names and they're always funny. I mean, I think even, you know, I mean, like Mary Luminizer and like the Manizer sisters and Hot Mama, Cabana Boy. They just have great names. I love those. Okay, least used. Okay, I would probably say it's this one. Le Métier de Beauté. And it's not because it's not a good palette and it's not because the quality isn't good. I just kind of forget about it because I have to tuck it kind of somewhere different because it's different shaped and I forget about it. So I really should show it more love. So it's really no offense to it that I don't use it, but I just don't so much. But here it is. I'd love to try some other ones by them and, you know, just maybe leave it out. So got to use this more often. And then this is the biggest regret. Okay, biggest regret I would say is my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Instant Look in a Palette 5-minute on the go, and that's only because the quality's lovely, but these colors just don't show up on me. They're so, so light. And I bought this because I wanted to have a look on the go. But even trying to use the bronzer, you know, on my eyes, the shadows just look so natural that it's like nothing. And even the blushes don't show up super well on me. I love the highlight, I love the bronzer, but for $75, this is totally not worth it. I would love to try their Charlotte Tilbury products, but I want to go and try them in person, not just order them online and hope it works. I need to touch them, try them, and then buy them. So, you know, not dissing Charlotte at all. I think she's amazing and the quality was great, but this just didn't work for me. Okay, the last thing is the most used, most loved Desert Island palette. So I'm a little torn there between one of those travel ones I showed you that has so much to it, you know, like the palm of your hand because you have so much there, you know, or my Laura Mercier ones that have the tight liners and all that in there. But if I'm really going for what I love the most, it would be this guy. It would be this guy. my Kevin Aquan Legacy palette, and it came like in this really nice, bag. So, you can just take it out, put other things in there, brushes and other little things that'll fit. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got, the highlighter, it's got contour, and then these gorgeous colors, and I love them, and I could use this every day. It's so easy. They blend wonderfully, so that's probably my favorite. So that's the end of the Perfect Palette 1. Those were all the questions, and I hope that was fun for you to watch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or evening wherever you are.